What's up, y'all? Billy from Perma Pastures Farm. Beautiful fall day, but I'm having to do this one in a different location by the front door because my bees are a little bit upset right now. We were quite a bit late on getting the honey out, and so anyway, the supers that were cleaned off, I mean, the bees are on the side of the house over there doing their thing where I normally do my thing. So I'm just going to give them their space because I'm sure they're not too happy with me right now. It's been a long day because we don't, as of late, we're so behind on so many things because of that hurricane that it's just what it is. So anyway, I wanted to give you guys an after actions report and a big thank you, but also I want to point out something that I think everybody should be on the watch for. First of all, the campaigns that we've promoted, as far as the one for the farmers, it's doing very well, and I can't thank each and every one of you. I can't thank you enough for that. Also, the one that's going on for the bakery. Good night, man. Heavens to Murgatroyd. I can't believe how many of you people have reached out, have taken it upon yourselves to reach out to these places that manufacture organic flour because they use only organic ingredients there. And all this, I mean, people that have had eggs, I mean, dozens and dozens of farm fresh eggs. Man, this is what it ought to be. This is what it used to be in the United States of Amnesia. People helping people without the reliance of anything else. And it's crazy and it's funny how calamities sort of make that sort of thing happen. But I want to thank everybody because those campaigns are off and running. And if you haven't contributed or you can't, I totally understand. The most valuable thing you can offer is your prayers. And I mean that first and foremost. And then if you have anything left over, by all means, check out those campaigns. And for those that are asking out there, no, in no way, in no way, no shape, no form do I get anything out of it. We get absolutely nothing. So for all the people that are out there putting those rumors, let me just tell you right now, yeah, not one thin dime. So you can dispense with that nonsense. And speaking of rumors, as far as the cleanup efforts and a lot of the things that are going on around here, one of the biggest hindrances everybody in every community is having right now, and I've talked about it in great deal on the podcast last night, are the rumors. I've never seen anything like it. There's been so many people complaining about the very same thing where people are just rolling in here, just making up stuff out of whole cloth. Or just, I mean, I witnessed a guy walk into one of the farm stores and make up just a manufactured lie right there on the spot saying that a bridge was out. We drove out there and the bridge was in place. How about that? So that's one of the biggest hindrances right now. So the rumors are going everywhere, and I'm hoping what I'm about to do tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure it isn't a result of a rumor. I usually try to take off on Saturday. That's not going to happen. In fact, if I seem a little subdued, it's probably because of the fact that I am tired, and so is Michelle. I mean, we are worn out trying to do. We try to take a day to day and try to get caught up on, like, getting the honey from the bees that we should have done a while ago, and a few other things that just simply can't wait anymore. But I'm going to be going out to Bakersville, North Carolina at the fire station out there. If anybody's interested, or if you have an electrical background, they're asking for any electricians available to go out there and help out with dropping, as I understand it. And don't get me wrong, I don't know the full extent of this. Allison, who's running that other campaign, she was the one that basically let me know. So I'm pretty sure this information is accurate. I tried calling out there, but nobody's answering the phone, probably because they don't have a phone to answer at the present moment. But anyway, Bakersville, North Carolina, I'm going to be out there tomorrow. And apparently they said there's one old timer out there. He's in his 70s and he's the only one doing it. So I know everybody's stretched thin. I'm going to be there tomorrow. I can't tell you what time, but I will be there. And I'll be out there, putting foot to butt, getting it done. So any electricians out there or anybody with a strong electrical background, I don't have a point of contact. I don't have nothing. I'm just going to show up at the fire station and we'll see if they can direct me from there. That's if I can even get there. So we just, last time I was heading out that way, the roads were touch and go. So we'll get that figured out. All right, the last thing regarding rumors, and maybe that's what I need to call this video, regarding rumors, maybe that's what I'll call it. Michelle and I we got up this morning, we were doing the chores, we're going out, and as we're backing down in the truck, we're listening to NPR. Yeah, don't hold it against me, but I'm trying to think, okay, I want to know how the enemy's lying to me, so that's why I listen to Fox News and NPR and all the rest of them. I want to hear what they're saying, and I want to see if there's some continuity, because as I said before, remember it was Goebbels that said a media system should be an ostensible diversity that conceals an actual uniformity. And that's the way our media system is. I remember it was there was a great Russian defector, and he said, in Russia we had a media system that was corrupt as yours. But the difference was nobody in Russia believed them. So that was, sadly, here in the United States of Amnesia, by and large, so many people still believe these lies that are coming across there. But anyway, as we're backing out, we pull into the barn, and ordinarily this would be like turnkey, what Michelle and I do. We sat in that truck another 10 minutes, I bet, listening to this interview about what are the greatest dangers moving forward in this disaster scenario in Western North Carolina. I kid you not. That's what they were talking about. So you would think this would be valuable information, right? You want to know what those number one threats we ought to be worried about are? As I recall, militias, racist hate groups, people that believe in conspiracy theories. I guess I qualify for all three. So naturally, when they're talking about this, I'm in there ready to pull my hair out, because I'm like, I can't even believe they're airing this. And the girl doing the interviewing is acting as if she's like all mousy with bated breath, like they're coming after her or something, okay? Well, I live in this community. I live here. And I've lived here for 6 years, okay? I lived in a lot of different places. And I'm going to tell you right now, y'all, the people at NPR regarding these rumors, that's exactly what they're doing. They're sowing distrust between all of us. The powers that shouldn't be would have you and me and everybody else believe that we still have these incredible differences on the basis of race. I haven't seen it here. Like I said, I've lived in a lot of places, and I've never, ever, ever lived in a place that was more welcoming than I have right here in Western North Carolina. I kid you not, of all the places I've ever been. And you know what? By and large, I'm the only person around here that looks like me. And I've never been made to feel any other way than just like any. I mean, it seems to be that people judge people on the basis of what Martin Luther King said. On the content of their character, not the color of their skin. There's a couple of vatos down the road. But outside of that, man, I haven't seen too many people that look like me around here. I'm dead serious. And I've never felt more welcoming in any other place I've ever lived. You're more likely to hear somebody say, boy, you got a cute mouth, and boy, get off my lawn. There might be what some people might describe as a clannish element. And I don't mean the white hoods and all like that. I mean, you got some people that lived up in these mountains for going on 6 generations or more. And naturally, anybody coming into their community that they've been born and raised in, they might be a little bit wary, thinking, okay, are they going to come in here and change our way of life? Are they going to come in here? Are they going to assimilate? What are they going to do? Are they going to be a blessing to this community? Or are they going to be a liability? I think those are legitimate questions. And I think, they have every reason in the world to do that. In fact, let me take that back. The only time I have been made to feel uncomfortable, and it didn't make me feel uncomfortable, remember, it was Eleanor Roosevelt that said nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. So there was an incident in Asheville. The only time anybody ever called me out of my name or mistreated me or attempted to in any kind of way, believe it or not, it was Antifa. I kid you not, it was Antifa. And look who shows up right now, the greatest Pyrenees. Ain't that right, boy? He's giving me a little amen. The only time I've ever been called out of my name the whole time living here was by a bunch of interlopers from Antifa. And by the way, if you ever go up to any of these Antifa thugs and ask them what it stands for, they'll tell you anti-fascism, and then ask them the definition of fascism and watch them because they don't even know what it is. They don't even know what they're part of, a bunch of lunatics. Anyway, that was the only time in downtown Asheville. Any other time, I walk into a place, man, you think Michael Jackson just walked in there. And it's usually the woke people that are making me feel uncomfortable, because, and by and large, those types of people basically act as if I'm some sort of victim until they find out I'm not. And then all of a sudden they don't want to be my friend, do they, milk boy? So yeah, if anybody tried to make me feel uncomfortable, it was those people. It's never been anybody in these mountains. So when I hear them talking that nonsense, and that's exactly what it is, it's nonsense. They're sowing rumors, yeah, lies. Whenever I hear them talk that kind of nonsense, I'm like, okay, man, I got to talk about this. I got to let people know, because people that don't live here might actually believe this garbage, because it is complete garbage. Like I said, in all the places I've ever lived, and I've lived in a lot, and I've been to a lot of places, I've never, ever, ever felt more comfortable, except maybe that one time one old boy at the farm store was joking with me and said, "Squeal like a pig." I'm kidding. I'm joking. But outside of that, no, this place is, to me, it's paradise. I mean, it isn't for everybody. It's rough living. It's hard to farm in the mountains like this. But to me, there's no other place on earth I'd rather live. I mean, I'm living exactly my dream. I'm in the place I love to be. I'm doing the work I love to do. I'm doing the videos I'd like to do. I'd love to do more about farming, but right now, it's more important. I suspect that it's more important for me to cover what's actually going on out here, because you're not being told by the lying legacy media, and I'm talking on the left and the right. See, I'm the system's worst nightmare. I'm a brown person who's a political atheist. I don't see the left or right. I don't see red state or blue state. I see it as the state against you. And that's why, I'm probably not well liked by either side. But at the end of the day, I really don't care. But I do want to set that straight, because if I'm hearing it on NPR, I'm like, okay, how long before I start hearing this in the other news media out there? So I'm going to do what I can. So for anybody out there that's telling you, hey, or you have a friend that you over here says, right now we have right-wing militias and whatever that's about to be the biggest problem out there. No, the biggest problem is our government. Move, get out of the way. I think there was another word they threw in there too. That's our number one problem out here right now. It's government malfeasance, misappropriation of funds. It's not hate groups, because they just don't exist here. If they do, I haven't seen them. Nobody's been anything but polite to me. Well, anyway, y'all, I'm going to try to get, I got a bunch of honey in there I got to process, and, I got a lot of other things to do. I got to make sure I got my tools together, because it's been a while since I've done any electric work. So, like I said, once again, if anybody's going to be in the neighborhood out there in Bakersville, North Carolina, or can be out there, and you have an electrical background, they're needing help apparently in a very big way. So, yeah. Thank you for your time, and y'all, thank you so much for your support as of late. I mean, we've had such an outpouring of people that are just showing tremendous love, and I can't thank you enough for it. Till next time, this is Billy from Perma Pastures Farm, where permaculture is my passion. Isn't that right? We'll see y'all next time.